We didn't want to be the careless people that, say, F. Scott Fitzgerald talks about in The Great Gatsby, who are just wealthy people who only care about their own cars and so on. I want to live for posterity.
At the end of the day, if you can't make a difference in your own life or anyone else's life, success means nothing.
It's such a gift to see that what I do is actually changing people's lives.
When I was 3, my mother told me that I just couldn't part with the map of Florence. So I had a fascination with maps ever since I was a child. Very quickly I realized the internet is my city, and that led me to the founding of Yossi.
With so much going on in our lives, I think it's really easy for us to lose our humanity or some piece of our humanity, and to go to the theater, to go to see a dance performance, to go to the movies. It awakens something in us. If it's really good, it makes you feel connected to everybody on the planet.
We had always talked with each other about what we're going to do when we get older. And we, of course, thought we were kidding, and we were just dreaming. And one day it became possible because of Kathy's father with the sale of Grey Goose.
My father grew up during the Depression. He saw what people could do for each other even in tough circumstances, and at the end of his life he looked back and thought, what can I do now, and what can I do to help other people make those leaps forward into the future when I'm no longer here.
We fund dance and theater and filmmaking in the Bay Area. You know, there's something like 400 theater groups. But they're everywhere. There's not Broadway. And for years and years, people have talked about making Market Street that corridor. So it would be an amazing hub for the arts. It would really transform that whole section of town. A lot is changing.
So the kind of people we discover, we call social innovation rock stars. So take Chit Liberty for instance. He's in a long process of creating jobs and helping women at the bottom of the pyramid in West Africa. So we interface with a lot of people who I would call, these are people with impossible ambitions. And at the end of the day, their success has a lot to do with how many people they touch and how many people they inspire. And to do that requires the ability to see the impossible, the ability to connect dots that were never connected before. Then you create a very powerful movement. And that's what we're trying to do at Yossi.
We thought that conservation and land was an important aspect of keeping people's identity. To do something for Hawaii's land, it calls out to you, really. The sheer quality of the air, the brightness of the sun, the wonderfulness of the people at every stage, everywhere you turn, it catches you by surprise.
The land has been good to us, and hopefully we have been good to the land.
Many of the conservation things we do in Hawaii have only happened because the people here have been working on these projects for 30 years.
What we're conserving out here on this National Wildlife Refuge is going to be here for generations to come.
We've been very lucky in being able to have just the most enlightened advisors help us negotiate a path through the very complicated world of giving.
For us to take the things that we're so passionate about and to be given the gift of being able to make these gifts is incredible.
If you're thinking about people with the dedication and passion to change the world, that is a larger than life mission. It's beyond yourself.
To me, thoughtful philanthropy is paying attention and listening and not coming in with a master plan of how you're going to fix everything. It's so much more powerful when people work together.
If you are fascinated with achieving the impossible, then you're not obsessed with success. chances are you're going to fail. But it doesn't matter. That's the journey.